All right, so looks like we are live right now. Cool. I tried to throw an invitation out to some people from Instagram to see if they would jump over into the stream, but I don't know. We'll see. I think you also get a notification if you're a subscriber on the channel. But yeah, it's the first time streaming on YouTube, and I'm just trying out this new Axoon wireless transmitter. It's basically just like it's almost like a Teradek kind of thing that'll go into the camera, but it doesn't have a receiver. I actually worked with DP a few days ago who had one of these plugged into the monitor. I saw what he was using and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. He says, yeah, man, it's super cheap. They're like 300 bucks and they go to mobile devices. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm able to stream to both my phone and to the iPad. This thing will actually go out to, I think, 4 different devices. You can see I'm streaming here, and I'm also pushing out to YouTube. Uh, so that's pretty cool. Usually people, they use like OBS or some kind of streaming software to be able to use their camera. I'm shooting right now on the 6K Pro, and I'm just recording through a lavalier directly into camera, so the sound you're hearing is coming through HDMI. And it's actually a pretty good setup because it all goes into camera, and then it just goes onto through the Wi-Fi. Actually, nothing is connected to my computer whatsoever. So I could, in theory, do this Wi-Fi sort of streaming setup pretty much anywhere. Anywhere I take my camera and my cell phone, I can go out and stream. So that's kind of cool. Doesn't need to be like a streaming setup that is just locked into your desk. So that's something cool to kind of play around with. But anyway, the main use of this thing, I think, is to just be able to have a preview monitor on set. Because a lot of times, there's monitors on set, but there's like one dedicated to the focus puller, and he's doing his thing. And sometimes the director has like a handheld monitor, and they're doing their thing. And it's like there's Video Village, and they got their thing, and sometimes the client is there at Video Village, but I don't want to be like super intrusive and be going over to Video Village, and like sometimes I have to take the monitor and then I have to, like, I'm adjusting lights and fixing certain things, and then they're like, oh, what happened to the monitor, where'd it go? Or a lot of time, if I'm coming on here and I'm putting on like all kinds of different tools and so, false color, then like the client is sitting here and they're looking at this, there's graphs and images and marching ants and all types of stuff, focus peaking, all types of stuff going on with the monitor, and they're like, what the heck is going on, man? And it's like, they just want a clean feed, and they don't want to be bothered by, you know, me changing and using all these tools and putting all this stuff up on the screen, but sometimes I need these tools. I want to check exposure. I also use a light meter on set, but a lot of times it's important to kind of see like false color, and depending on what camera you're shooting on, maybe the camera has false color, or maybe it's like a more consumer camera, or like a mirrorless camera, something doesn't have false color, or maybe you're doing lighting for photo, or like there's a lot of situations where sometimes I just want to see like a clean feed out and be able to do my thing for lighting, and I think that this product, this tool, is going to be beneficial for that. Um, so yeah, that's kind of why I picked it up. It's very small. The antennas come out. I'm actually using it right now, so I can't show you, but if you check it out, it's Axoon Cine Eyes 2S, I believe. Super small little thing. It's got HDMI. It's got SDI coming out of it that it accepts. So what I'm planning on doing is just plugging this into the back of the monitor, and just being able to take a feed out to my iPad or my iPhone, so that when I'm gaffing, I'm able to see the image and see what it is that the lighting is doing in real time. I don't know if it's something that I could use as a DP, as like give one to my focus puller. He could pull focus off of it, but it's definitely nice as like a reference. And I would say that the iPad and the iPhone have just as good, if not better, resolution. and quality than like a small HD or definitely one of those like Atmos or Sumo monitors. I think that it's a pretty good, you know, pretty good tool for that. You know, one thing that's kind of a limiting factor with sending out to iOS devices is the battery. The battery only lasts so long, but you can always get like a little USB battery bank and plug it into this. Or a lot of times when I'm in a studio, you can just like set up at a table or something and just plug in, you know, plug into the wall, and then you just monitor off the wall, you know. Or the phone has really good battery life for the most part, and I don't need it the whole time. I only need it for a few minutes at a time. You know, I log in, I take a look and see what I'm doing. Once the lighting's set, that's it. That's all I need to see. Make an adjustment, you know, or go and look at the other monitor if I really want to. But it's really, I feel like a good tool. I actually came across this thing because I saw a sound department using it, and they actually get like one of those workout band, those little workout things that they put on their arms. So like, you know, like middle-aged women go like jogging with, and they put on for their like iPod shuffle or whatever. So they have those things, and they stick their phone inside the thing on their arm, and then they're like using the boom pole, and then they can like look over on their arm, and they can see their framing. You know, they can see whether or not they're getting the boom in the shot. They can see if they're like creating a shadow on the wall or whatever. You know, it's information for them. They can understand if they're you know, their boom op can see what's going on. And I was like, that's cool, man. If sound department has access to wireless video and they're pulling video so they can see what they're doing during their job, it's like, I don't see why lighting department wouldn't do that either. You know, it makes sense to me. Having more people, more eyes on the frame is just going to make the overall picture better. And I'm also, once I have this on set, I can also get other people logged in on the screen if there's only a limited amount of people's. You know, everybody has a cell phone. Everybody has iOS or Android phone. You can download the app and take a look in, you know, all the hair and makeup people, the wardrobe, you know, can get more people taking a look at the image and see like, oh, there's something weird in the background, or that didn't look right, you know. But if only 2 or 3 people are looking at it, it's hard to catch all these things. So I feel like it's a useful tool, and excited to start using it. Plus, the streaming aspect is fantastic. So I've been trying it out in that aspect, and I think that you know, it's a good tool for that. And I think that the industry is definitely changing, and I think that things are getting smaller, crews are getting smaller, and especially with COVID, you know, it's like everybody wants to try to narrow in on the crew positions, narrow in on, you know, try to have one guy, you know, I don't want to say one-man band, but just like less people, more people kind of doing other jobs. Like they don't want just a gaffer. They want a gaffer and a grip. They don't want just a DP, but they want a DP and an AC. They want like everybody to kind of do more, you know, condensed workload. So it's important to have little tricks to kind of get through your day and to be effective on set. So anyway, I just wanted to jump on here, try out this tool, and see how it does with a live stream on YouTube. It doesn't seem like anybody's coming over from Instagram through the link. We'll see if more people jump on a little bit later. It's still pretty early. I noticed there's a lot more activity online later in the evenings, in the afternoons. People probably just getting off work and driving, all stuck on the freeway and whatnot. But yeah, maybe you guys will come jump in the stream and give me some views later on, and join the conversation. Leave me some comments down below, either on this video or hit me up on Instagram if you think this is something cool and think this is you know, something I should do in the future with different topics. But yeah, it's definitely fun. It's a pretty easy setup, and I hope to do more of these. But anyway, until next time, I'm Scott Stevenson. Bye. We out.